The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go.
Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchor man, hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from a bunch of freebies, UVI's new plugin, but our top story today comes from me and the sponsor of today's video, and that's ImageLine. Me and ImageLine have teamed up to give away 3 separate copies of FL Studio Producers Edition. Stick with me to the end of the video so you can find out how you can win a copy yourself. Our second story today for you guys today is a free sample library for the Kontakt paid player. It's called ETI Rhodes Mark II. So when you open up ETI Rhodes Mark II, it's gonna look like this. This is a very beautiful sampled Rhodes piano. It sounds like this. So with this Rhodes piano, you get control over pedal noise, you get control over instrument noise, you get vibrato control, you get cabinet control, and you get room control. So I'm just gonna push play, and so you can hear them. You also get bass boost and treble over here as well. So as you guys can tell, it's a really nice electric piano. I would definitely recommend checking this out. Our next story is another freebie for you guys today. It's called Amp Locker. So when you take a look at Amp Locker, it's gonna look like this. This plugin is only free now, guys, for a limited time. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and get over there and get this now. So I basically put this on Shreddage 3 Stratus. So this is what the guitar sounded like before I put the Amp Locker on there. Now, once I threw Amp Locker on there, I got it to sound like this. So it's a pretty nice sounding Amp Locker. They only give you one of the models for free. They also have some other models here that you can test out though. It's got a few effects down here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and throw reverb on here though, so you guys can hear what it sounds like with just a little bit of reverb on there. Sounds like this. And as we look down here, we have different effects. So we have different pedals that we can use. So we got compression, we got a wall pedal right here as well. You can add different pedals. So you have overdrive, you have dynamics, and you have different modulation pedals. And down here, you also have pedals that can go at the end of the chain. So let's go ahead and turn these on and see what it sounds like. So not bad at all. They also have some effects down here at the end of the chain. So as you see here, you can get some reverb and you can get some different modulation effects here as well. In breaking news, it looks like UVI just dropped a brand new plugin. It's called Synth Anthology 4. So it is the 4th installment of Synth Anthology. Let's go ahead and take a look at the story. So as we see right here, Synth Anthology delivers the authentic hardware sound of 200 different synthesizers. Covering every make and every type of synthesis, from vintage to modern, classic to rare gems. Developed to ensure a high level of quality throughout, users can explore over 4,000 different presets and layers with integrated browser and utilize smart suggestion engine to quickly find varying but related sounds. So it sounds like they have updated this model. It is currently $79 on the intro price. If you do have Synth Anthology 3 though, you can get this bad boy right now for $49 for the upgrade, so that's not bad as well. I'm probably gonna put together a full review on this sometime next week. Let me know below down in the comments if that's something that you guys are interested in. And it looks like Audio Latchery has just dropped another new plugin. It's called Retro Grit, but they also have a light version called Retro Grit Live that is currently free. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So as we open up Retrograde, it's gonna look like this. As you can see here through the GUI, you got control over the envelope, modulation, distortion, chorus, delay, and reverb. You got a little speaker down here for distortion. You got control over glide, cutoff, and all that good stuff down here. It's only got 9 presets, but let's go ahead and take a listen to some of these presets. So now I'm just gonna scroll through some of the presets so you can hear what they sound like. I'm just gonna go ahead and swipe over here real quick and push play. So that's all the presets you get, but they are pretty solid, and you could definitely use these in whatever genre it is that you're making. The next story I have for you guys today is another freebie. It's from Sample Science, and it's called Virtual Vocade. Virtual Vocade is basically an emulation of the Stephen Hawking vocoder, or electronic voice. Let's go ahead and check it out. So when we look at the plugin here, it's gonna look like this. And basically you have different options. So right now it's on the alphabet option. And if you push random numbers or random letters on the keyboard, it's gonna sound like
J, H, F, I, V, X, T.
So that's all right. You got different stuff here, like different games and stuff.
I bid your play. Uh-oh. Please repeat.
And then you got other stuff over here, like different numbers, telephone, all that good stuff.
9, 6.
So I'm gonna show you guys right quick what you guys can use this for in a beat, because basically I use this right here.
Help. Fire. Emergency. Please ignore last remark. Help. Fire. Emergency.
All right, so now if I was to use this in a beat, I can use it for my intro. And these are just all the sounds from all the plugins today. So all the sounds in this beat right here are free. But let's go ahead and check this out.
Help. Fire. Emergency. Please ignore last remark. Help. Fire. Emergency. Hello. Goodbye.
So that could be nice for something that you use for the drop or before the drop as you got the intro of your beat going. Definitely just a little different. You can make your little beat tag out of it if you wanted to. I would definitely leave that below in the description so you guys can check that out. Up next for you guys, I have a multi-band distortion / saturation plugin that just came out. It's called Plumin. It's currently $19 on the intro price. Let's go ahead and check it out. So when you look at Plumin, it's gonna look like this. And as you see here, it's got 5 different bands that you can control. So that's pretty nice. So you could basically dial in the distortion or the saturation, whatever you wanted to, whichever frequency you want to. It's really easy to move the bands over. All you got to do is move the flag as far as you want it to go. Down here, you will see that you have different controls. So you can mute the band and listen to it. You can solo the band and listen to just the band that you want to, or you can mute that band if you don't want to use it. It's got a little AOC boost right here. You can see here you got control over gain, output. They got this little thing that calls Mojo, and that's gonna dial in as much of the amp as you want. What's also nice is you have 5 different amp styles. So you have British, you have American, you have German, you have magnetic, and you have clip. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off real quick. I'm only gonna demo it here today on an 808, but this is what it sounds, the 808 sounded like before I threw it on there. So now once I turn this on, it's gonna sound like this. Now with this, again, you can change the amps of all these so you can get it just to sound so much different. That's what makes this so creative. So now if I start sliding the bands over, just listen to the difference that you can get in the distortion. So as you can see there, it's just gonna basically dial in the frequencies that you want. So I'll go ahead and solo some of the bands so you guys can hear what each one of the individual bands sound like, and I'll go through some of the cabinets and mess with some of the knobs so you guys can hear what this sounds like. So as you can see right there, as you switch to different cabinets, it definitely does sound a little bit different. Let's go ahead and go to a different band. So we'll go to one more band. So as you guys can tell, this is a really good tool for making your 808. It's really anything that you want to put any kind of saturation or distortion on, because you can attack individual frequencies and you can definitely use it to dial in the sound that you want. And the next story I have for you guys today is actually 2 more freebies for you guys. So the first freebie that I have for you guys today is called Tomy, and it's from my guy Vulture Culture. He's a YouTuber out here. Check out his channel. He makes some pretty good content. And the second one's going to be Sidekick 2. As we look here at Tomy, basically this is just a quick little multi-effect plugin. It is basically geared up for analog synths or any kind of synth plugin that doesn't have effects on there. Yes, as you can see, it has basic effects, but it's geared up for anybody who plays synth. And if you're playing a synth and you're sending it to a computer, or if you're doing a live performance or something like that, and you just want a quick little effect on there, you can use this. As you see here, it goes from chorus to phaser to ensemble. It also has reverb, and then you have the speed of the modulation. So it's in essence a modulation plugin. So since it's geared up for synths, I put it on my least favorite sound in the whole entire world, the Omnisphere startup sound. So this is what that sound sounds like if you don't know what it sounds like. All right, so now once we throw this Tomy on there though, we can get it to sound like this. So it definitely sounds a little bit better when it's wet, but I'll go ahead and go through the different modes so you can hear what they sound like. So as you guys can tell, you can very quickly switch up the sound, especially if you're just running a dry synth with no effects through it. Boom, bam, you can use that to, you know what I'm saying, get it a little wetter and, you know, make it sound not so dry. And then the next free plugin that I have for you guys today is called Sidekick 2. It's a simple side chaining plugin. So as we take a look here at the plugin, it looks like this. I know there's a bunch of different side chaining plugins out there. What makes this one pretty dope is that it's really easy to use. You know what I'm saying? So all I got to do is, you know, I can basically drag and drop. Everything's really responsive. You know, it's really easy to add nodes or whatever the case is. So let's go ahead and go back to this pattern right here. Now, what's nice about this is that you've got your sync right here. So it makes it really easy to sync. It makes it really easy to use. You've also got the mix knob here as well. Now, what I really like about this plugin is, like, let's say I have this synth pattern going like this. I can make whatever I want, follow that really easy. All I gotta do is come over here and hit copy. And then if, let's say I go over to this 808 right here, granted the 808 isn't the same pattern, it's not going all the way through. But if I turn Sidekick on, I could just push paste real quick and it pastes that pattern there for me. And then, you know, so it makes side chaining those instruments together so much easier than typically before, because no matter what the pattern is, you can just copy and paste it onto the next instrument. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about today is some deals over at Plugin Boutique. So it looks like Plugin Boutique is currently offering the SSL Guitar Strip and Harrison Console AVA Bass Flow Bundle for $39.99. Typically this altogether would cost $339. So if you're looking for, you know, a guitar strip to, you know, thicken out your guitar, whatever it is, you can come over here and you can grab this. As you can see, it has a bunch of different controls. So it's got phase correction, it's got an equalizer, it's got compression, it's got different guitar amps, it's got drive, so on and so forth. And down here you got bass flow, and as you can see, it's got a lot of controls here as well. They also have that XLN deal that I was talking about. The last deal is only good till the 4th. This deal right here is good till the 6th. And XLN has everything on sale from 41%, 30%, all that good stuff. So you can come over here right now and you can get RC20, I believe for 30% off, 35% off, and you can get XO for 35% off as well. So you can get RC20 for 64, you can get XO for 84. They have a deal right now on some UAD plugins. So currently they're offering the 1176 Classic Limiter Collection for $39. Typically this costs $260, and yes, it does cost that much. In case you don't know, you do not need an Apollo or a UAD interface to use this. This runs basically out of their cloud service. And now the moment a lot of you guys have been waiting for. How can you win a free copy of FL Studio Producers Edition? Well, below in the description is gonna be a link for you to follow. It's gonna enter you into the giveaway. There's gonna be multiple different ways for you to get different entries for this giveaway. One that's mandatory is that you must be a subscriber to this channel. You can also go to my Instagram, SumnSumnSumnHTK, and there's gonna be a post about this giveaway. If you tag people that you know need a copy of FL Studio, that's gonna get you guys another entry. You must be a follower of me of IG as well. So if you follow me on IG, that's gonna get you another entry. So go ahead and get to the description now so that you can enter. The giveaway is gonna be open until next Friday, which is the 8th of September, and that's when it's gonna close. I will announce the winner in the news report the following week. So that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off for the news report, I'm your anchor man, Something, hit the keys. Until next time, peace.
Some, hit the key.